man, just look at her. I guess they're not limited. We gotta stay strong. We have banned Yoshimi, Shiroko Terror, and battle Hoshino. We gotta hold out. We are back once again to continue the story. It's been a while, actually. It's been a while since I've read the story. If you haven't seen the last video, there was a big standoff between Problem Solver 68, the task force, and the prefect team, where Hina whispered sweet nothings in her ear. Why is she smiling? Why is she smiling at me like that? And ultimately, Problem Causer 69 was forced to leave, forced to move on, start their new life as door-to-door knife salesman. And that's where we are. Everyone has a story, part 1. Oh, Sensei, you're certainly here early. We still have a lot of time left before the meeting begins. A lot has changed since you came here. We got our very first advisor, and we were able to fight off the gangs that had been harassing us. We secured the supplies we needed, and we've overcome so many problems. But it seems like now we have more problems to face than ever. The Helmet Gang, Problem Solver, the Kaiser Corporation. I wonder what else lies ahead. Do you think the Foreclosure Task Force will be able to keep moving forward? Of course, I gotta fill her with confidence. If you say so, then it must be true. I don't know why, there's something about Shiroko's expression that gets me every time. Hi, Nonomi. Sensei. Oh, Shiroko, are you here to wait with us? Where's Hoshino? She's already here. She's probably taking a nap somewhere around the school again. Okay. Somehow, Shiroko seems kinda off, right? She seemed kinda nervous for some reason. I hope I'm just imagining it. Let's go check. Ow, that hurt, Shiroko. Don't act like you don't know anything. Go to the classroom where the sound came from. Act? I don't know what you're talking about. That's a lie. It's not a lie. Huh? Hoshino, Shiroko, what's going on? This is between me and Hoshino. I'm sorry, but please leave us. Yeah, no can do. There are no secrets in the Foreclosure Task Force. You know that we're all on the same team, right? You know we're all on the same team, right? You wouldn't keep secrets from us, right? You're not hiding anything, right? Right? So if you don't explain what's going on... So it should be about time for the meeting. Let's head to the club room. Guys, this is bad. Look at this. Why does everything feel so tense? Did something happen? No, not really. Oh, okay. More importantly, we just learned something very serious. Yes, it's urgent. Everyone, please take a look at this. Flap. This is a property map of the Abydos district, which includes a record of all its most recent transactions. You mean this document confirms who owns this land? Everyone knows that Abydos's land belongs to the school, so what's the point of showing us this? No, that's not true. When we visited the hospital this morning, Master explained everything. Most of the buildings in the Abydos district, including the Shibaseki ramen shop, are not owned by our school. What? What are you talking about, Ayane? The Abydos district doesn't belong to Abydos? Then... this is... the current owner is... Kaiser Construction! The Abydos district belongs to Kaiser? Does that include Shibaseki Ramen Shop? Yes, the building already belongs to the Kaiser Corporation. The eviction order was issued some time ago. Not only that, but the main building of Abydos, along with the surrounding desert and wilderness, and even the buildings that nature has not reclaimed yet, all of that belongs to them. The only areas that they don't have control over are the main building of the school and parts of the surrounding area. But how is this possible? How could the land in the Academy district have been traded away? It must have been the Abydos Student Council. The Student Council has voting rights and school assets. Only the Student Council would be authorized to do this. What have they done? Those idiot Student Council members? How could they sell the school's land to Kaiser Corporation? If only I'd known sooner. Even if you had known, there's nothing you could have done. This happened before you entered the school, before the Foreclosure Task Force had even been formed. Hoshino, did you know anything about this? You used to be part of the Abydos Student Council, didn't you? Oh, really? Is that true? Oh, well... that's true, but I never met the upperclassmen from 2 years ago. By the time I joined the student council, all of the former members had already resigned. The student council room was an empty warehouse, and none of the previous members had left any documents. The last student council was only the new president and me. The president was an idiot with the lowest grades in school and accepted the position blindly, and I was an ill-tempered first year. The student with the lowest grades was the student body president? What kind of student council is that? Your grades aren't that great either. I know that. Why are you bringing up my grades all of a sudden? I'm just saying. No, she's right. We may have called it a student council, but we were so incompetent. I ended up joining the student council by accident. I had no idea what I was doing. I was a total idiot. Okay, maybe me and Hoshino do have something in common. Hoshino, you shouldn't blame yourself. In fact, after the student council was disbanded, it was only thanks to you that the Foreclosure Task Force was established in Abydos. What is this? What's come over you, Shiroko? Hearing you say that makes me feel so embarrassed. Why do you think the former student council sold the land to Kaiser? I didn't know those upperclassmen very well, but I'm sure they worked hard for the benefit of the school. Perhaps they did it to pay off the debt, but since it was sold at such a low price, they couldn't even keep up with the increasing interest. It was Kaiser that lent the money to Abydos. That means Kaiser loans lent the school more money than they could ever repay, forcing them to sell the land to keep up with the rising interest. At first, they must have told them to sell the useless lands in the wasteland and desert. The land had already been ruined, so anyone would have been tempted by such an offer, but because they sold it at such a low price, the debt never decreased, and they kept handing over more and more land, and so the Abydos district slowly became property of Kaiser. I can't believe it. They played right into the hands of those Kaiser bastards. The student council was so stupid. How could they fall into the trap so easily? When people are suffering, they become desperate. And desperate people will do anything to alleviate their suffering. Just quoting someone else. That's all there is to it, Sarika. But why do they want the land? Sensei of Shea, both Pandemonium and the Tea Party have yet to receive this information, but I thought you should know. I think the Kaiser Corporation is up to something in the abandoned desert of Abydos. Why would the Gehenna head prefect, why would she tell you that, Sensei? Come on, what is it there to think about? If you're so curious about what's out there, then let's go see for ourselves. Wow, Sarika, you actually had a good idea for once. You've grown so much. I'm so proud. Rare high IQ Sarika moment. What is this feeling? Is this what it's like to be supported? Then we should leave right now.
Sensei.
Do you have a moment before we leave? I have something I need to talk to you about. Here, I found it in Hoshino's bag. Letter of resignation. Takanashi Hoshino foreclosed her task force? She's never been away as long as she was when the prefect team attacked yesterday. I just couldn't understand why she would do that, so I went through her bag and found this. I'm sorry. I know that something's not a crime just because I don't understand it. I'll accept any punishment you decide to give. Let's keep it a secret for now. Hoshino, I think she's hiding something from us. I've been to the Sandy City streets, but never out this far before. Wow, it's been a while since I was here last. You've been here before? I came out a few times as part of my work for the student council. If you go a little further from here, you'll find the oasis where Abydos Desert Festival was held. People from other schools also came to the festival, but that was decades before the desert moved in. I'm picking up something straight ahead. I can't see well because of the dust. A huge town. No, a factory? Whatever it is, it's massive and fully manned. What is this? Barbed wire and facilities that look like they go on for kilometers. Intruders! Capture them. Don't let them get away. I don't know who they are, but if they're here to welcome us, we ought to respond in kind. Let's go! Ugh. Who are these guys? I found the facilities insignia. The name of the group is Kaiser PMC. But PMC means... What is it? It stands for Private Military Company. There were rumors about a company recruiting dropouts, expelled students, and troublemakers into a private army. Could this be... I do my own sound effects, guys. Did all this video from scratch. An alarm? There's a huge army approaching. They're trying to surround you. Everyone, this is dangerous. You need to break through the siege and escape. Sensei, please lead them. Hi! Oh frick. Oh heck. Squid Games X Blue Archive collab? Sensei, can you hear me? They broke through the siege, but their communications are unstable. Hurry and retreat. We're screwed. They've got us surrounded. I was wondering who the intruders could be, so it was Abydos. You've damaged a business by illegally breaking onto its private property. I could leverage this transgression to double the debt your school owes, but honestly, that wouldn't change anything. Who are you? You don't know me? I'm disappointed, Abydos. I thought you knew me better than anyone. I am the chief executive of Kaiser Corporation, and I'm the one whom the Abydos school owes its debt. In other words, I'm your creditor. Creditor? President, how much longer do we have to keep writing? You're only on page 200. Didn't you tell me you'd write 1,000 pages? No more talking. Okay, I'll continue. By the way, do you know Hoshino from Abydos? You sounded like you knew her pretty well. Takanashi Hoshino. She's a super elite student who'd been praised as a genius. 2 years ago, the intelligence committee identified her as a potential threat to Kahana. Really? She didn't look like that kind of person at all. She seemed really laid back. You mustn't judge people by their looks, Akko, but she's completely different from the way she was 2 years ago. She used to be much more belligerent and violent. She seemed very tough and sharp. If we had fought her as she was then, the prefect team would have been decimated by your hasty actions, Akko. If you want more details, Akko, you'll have to dig through the old files of the intelligence committee. But even so, Takanashi Hoshino has never left Abydos. Why? Allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Kaiser Corporation, Kaiser Loans, and Kaiser Construction. Nowadays, I'm also the CEO of Kaiser PMC. You've said enough. We know who you are. We know you're the one who exploited our school. That's right. You're the culprit who hired the Helmet Gang and Problem Solver to come after us, aren't you? You're the reason that Abydos is... My, such spurious allegations. You break into someone else's property, attack innocent Kaiser PMC employees, destroy facilities, and claim that it's all because of me? Let me make this clear. This is the legal place of operation of Kaiser PMC, and you were trespassing on private property. I find it highly distasteful that you're acting as if we're committing a crime. Are you curious about what we're doing here? Do you want to know why we bought your land? Then I'll tell you. We're looking for a treasure that's supposed to be buried somewhere in Abydos. That's a bold-faced lie. How do you explain all these PMC soldiers? How are they not here to claim our district by force? Hundreds of tanks, hundreds of elite soldiers, untold tons of black powder and ammo. Do you truly believe we prepared all this for a school with only 5 students remaining? Surely you jest. All it would take to deal with you is something like this. What? Who did you just call? I regret to inform you that your school's credit rating has just taken another hit. This is Kaiser Loans. From this point forward, Abydos' credit score will be set to the minimum rating. This has raised the variable interest rate by 3,000%, and so the amount you'll be responsible for starting next month is 91.3 million yen. Please be sure to make your next payment by the end of the month. Excuse me. Hold on. Wait, so suddenly? Did you say 90 million yen? What are you talking about? It is... It is what it is. Now, do you finally understand who holds the rope around your neck? Wait, this is... Do you find that too harsh? But there's more. We never received a deposit for the 900 million yen you originally borrowed. Please deposit 300 million yen to Kaiser Loans within the next week. There's no way we can get that kind of money. We're barely keeping up with the interest rate as is. How? In that case, you'll just have to give up your academy and leave. Drop out and transfer. Isn't that the right thing to do? The debt was never yours to begin with. That may be true, but there's no way we can do that. It's our school now. We can't just abandon it. Abydos is our home. Such foolishness. What do you plan to do? Continue to stand here arguing with us? Let's go back, everyone. Hoshino? Wise decision, Vice President. Now I remember. Your president wasn't as bright as you, was she? I'll be looking forward to next month's payment. Now, please show our guests to the entrance. Ta-da! Look, Hoshino, I was finally able to get my hands on this old Abydos Desert Festival poster. The oasis used to be as big as a lake. Here, you can have it as a souvenir. Isn't it awesome? People might start coming back here again with a miracle. Wouldn't that be something? Miracles don't exist. Something like that isn't gonna happen. Why would people visit a place in the middle of a desert? Stop daydreaming. Sorry, Hoshino. I feel like such an idiot. Seriously, what the hell are we gonna do? Kaiser Loans has already sent a reminder and requested a deposit. We have to come up with 300 million yen by next week. I'm going. I need to find out what they're doing out there. You can't be serious, Shiroko. Where are you gonna go? To that PMC facility. I shouldn't have any trouble infiltrating it if I'm thorough. I'll get to the bottom of what they're using it for. That's only gonna make things worse, Shiroko. We should be focusing on how to pay off the debt. No, if you go off again, fine. If our backs are against the wall and the school really is doomed, then we have nothing to lose. I'm in. Alright, I've heard enough. You're gonna go red in the face running around in circles like this. I didn't mean to get so desperate. My bad. Don't worry about it. I couldn't stay mad at you, Shiroko. Come on. Let's call it a day. We're done here. Let's cool our heads and meet up again tomorrow. Consider that president's orders. The other club members head home one by one until Hoshino and Shiroko are left. What's up, Shiroko? Not going home? Do you have a moment? Sure. Is there something you wanted to say to me? Hey guys, I'm here too. Don't forget about Sensei. But I'm so beat from today. A lot happened. Can it wait until tomorrow? I think I already know what this is about. Oh, okay. Got it. Sensei? Not in that case. Well, Sensei. When did you and little sweet Shiroko become close enough to understand each other just through eye contact? Show Hoshino's resignation letter. Oh, Isn't this... when did you... Wait, this is Shiroko's doing, right? I can't believe you'd betray me, Shiroko. You can't go digging through your president's bag. And you, Sensei, Shiroko's sure to become a supervillain when she's your age if you keep advocating the cool crime of robbery. I'll correct her later, but you're the one I want to talk to right now. You really got me by the short ones, huh? Fine. Step outside the classroom with Hoshino. Sand piling up here too. Pretty messed up, huh? All these school years under my belt, but each of them was buried in sand. You really like the school, don't you? I heard this was a big, prestigious school before desertification, but my memory isn't what it used to be. All I can remember is the school being a mess where nothing ever worked out. The school I first walked into all those years ago is now buried under sand, and all of the upperclassmen I looked up to are long gone. Then again, I wouldn't have met Shiroko, Nonomi, Ayane, and Sarika had I not come here. I guess I am somewhat attached. Can I be honest with you, Sensei? I've been receiving offers from some weird people for 2 years now. I guess you could call it headhunting. They've contacted me multiple times since I came to Abydos. Recently too. Half of Abydos' debt will instantly be forgiven if you agree to drop out of the school and join the corporation I manage. Their offer was too good to be true, but I kept refusing. I knew that if I left, Abydos would fall for good. But as suspicious as he looked, he didn't actually cause any trouble. One thing's for sure, even the Kaiser director is afraid of him. And this resignation letter? It's not like I haven't had my doubts all this time. You could say that letter is proof of that. Let me see that. I'll throw it out. See? Now it's in the trash. I get that you all had your suspicions. I didn't want to drag up any ancient history, as if that would do us any good. But they are my underclassmen, and I do owe it to them. I'll tell them the whole thing tomorrow. It's not exactly a happy story, but I know I shouldn't be keeping secrets from them. I have no idea how to go about this. I'm sure there's a way. Maybe. Anything can happen. Even miracles. Alright, we've talked about this long enough. See you tomorrow, Sensei. Bye. Hello everyone. Sorry I'm late. Oh, am I the first one to arrive? Huh? Is this... On the desk was Hoshino's club resignation, an academy dropout notice, and a letter. Okay, I'm gonna end this one here because I feel like that's a good cliffhanger to finish this video on. We got a lot done today, to be fair. Next video we should be able to finish off chapter 2. Someone left a really helpful comment giving me essentially like the chronological order. So after we finish chapter 2, I think we move on to this. Is this volume 2? Because chapter 3 comes after one of these. I don't know. I'll have to read the comment again, but that kind of like hints at me that something big is gonna happen next video. So I don't know. But for now though, that is the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.